All right, thanks for tuning in to Swiss Cheese Trails. I'm Scott, and I've taken a detour. It was kind of a weird beginning. This is a written detour. It's only 5 minutes off the trail. It is up and then back down, but this is, there's a beautiful view where those people are up there, by the way. We're going to get a ton of that view, so I'm not too worried about getting it right now. But what I wanted to talk about here is that this is a natural, make a big deal about this Lac de Jonc. Again, my French, I apologize. It's just out of town. But they make a big deal about the preservation of this particular little piece of land and the lake. It's super deep. And immediately, as soon as I saw the signs, I'm like, oh, this is a kettle from Kettle Moraine, right? Our Wisconsin hikes. If you're following Hike 360 VR and my hikes in the States with my son, Ryan, all the hikes that we're doing in the Midwest are based on glacier phenomena. And we just did a couple of days on the Ice Age Trail in Wisconsin through the park known as Kettle Moraine North. There's two of them. And then we went on over to Devil's Lake. Anyway, the point of all this is what happens when the glacier recedes and melts is it sometimes leaves these big icebergs and they just sit and melt. And the weight compresses the land underneath, but also they create the lake. And so that's what this is. This is a kettle left over from basically the glacier melted away and just sort of left this piece here for hundreds of years, whatever it took, thousands of years. Probably not that long, but it took some time to melt and also create this big depression. So I thought that was pretty cool. The United States learning is teaching me a little something here in Switzerland as well. You can't probably see this on the video, but there's a cute family of ducks across the lake there. I paused in my talking to hear some birds. So this is a nice little natural preserve here. So if you get a chance, you know, presumably if you are hiking the trail, you know, les Paccots, anyway, the town I just came from, you know, you kind of do have to spend the night there. There's not a really great way. You can take a bus, but there's not a really great way to deal with that transition between stage 22 and 23. I guess you could stay in Montreux or Lausanne and take some quicker transportation to get up here than if you were in Zurich. But my point of this is if you're going to stay in Vevey, Lausanne, or Montreux tonight after section 23, you got plenty of time to come up here, take a look at this, go up on the ridge, take a look at that view of the French Alps and the starting of Lake Geneva, which again we're going to get for the whole rest of the day, and then keep going on. So I'm planning on taking a little extra time today on the stage, do things like this. I'm going to actually sit and have my breakfast now. I had a little piece of cheese. I was able to find a store in town last night and I found a great local fondue. The Airbnb apartment that I stayed in, classic, had no pots and pans, but they had a fondue pot. So I made fondue over an open flame, and since that was really the only pot, so I got lucky in my purchase, and that was kind of nice. So I had one piece of leftover cheese that I purchased in Gruyere. And so I had that for breakfast, or, you know, when I left the apartment today. And now I'm going to have a hazelnut schnicke, a hazelnut little roll. And so that's my breakfast plans. Thanks for tuning in, and stay with us. We got a lot more today. Well, I hope you didn't think I was going to disappoint you by not showing you this view. So this is where we're going today. Straight that way toward those Alps. Follow the snow-covered Alps. And you got a nice far-away view, or top-down view of the lake itself. The kettle, as we would say in the States. I'm sure they say something like that here too. Look at the alpine flowers. Boy, in the morning sun, they are really very colorful. Oh, okay. Well, tune in again.